بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد باب ما جاء في قول رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قبل الطعام وبعد ما يفرغ منه حدثنا قتيبة بن سعيد حدثنا ابن لهيئة عن يزيد بن أبي حبيب عن راشد بن جندل اليافعي عن حبيب بن أوس عن أبي أيوب الأنصاري رضي الله تعالى عنه قال كنا عند رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يوما فقرب إليه طعام فلم أر طعاما كان أعظم بركة منه أول ما أكلنا ولا أقل بركة في آخره قلنا يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كيف هذا قال إنا ذكرنا اسم الله حين أكلنا ثم قعد من أكل ولم يسم الله تعالى فأكل معه الشيطان. Chapter is about du'as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to recite before food and after food, when having food and when at the time of completion of food, end of eating. First riwayat is being narrated by Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And in this chapter, Imam al-Tirmidhi rahmatullah alayhi has brought 7 riwayat. So first one is being narrated by Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He said that we were by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam one day, and food was brought to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Food was brought near to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said that I did not see any food who had that greatest barakat in it like that food. But at the beginning time when we started eating, I saw that food was having greatest barakat as we started eating. And when we came to the end of having food, then I did not see any food which had less barakat in it. So we said to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yet ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how is this? So Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that we mentioned the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when we started eating. And then a person sat down and who also ate from this food. But he did not mention Allah's name. So with him, shaitan ate. With him, shaitan ate. That riwayat we hear many times. If it is authentic and correct, that riwayat also suggests that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made things happen into the presence of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam so that sabak becomes eternal. Riwayat we must have heard many times that women, about them, complaint was made to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that they were fasting and they were backbiting. So they were made to vomit, and they vomited flesh of humans. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted us to realize that through the company of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he teaches you that to backbite someone, it is like having his flesh. So that rehearsal took place. Like that, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us that whenever you have food, then you must mention the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then Muhaddiseen, they have discussed that should we say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim? Should we say just Bismillah? Dua is being mentioned into the riwayat, Bismillahi wa barakatillah. So, and in conclusion they say that at least if someone said Bismillah, then the essence of the teaching he has fulfilled. That he has taken the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when having food. And this riwayat, it suggests that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in his presence, and that is khairul qurun, best of all times, into the whole humanity, into the best of all times. When you allow shaitan to join in, then effect of shaitan will definitely come. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made it clear. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us vision like Abu Ayyub Ansari. Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he became the host of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Medina Munawwara. In Medina Munawwara, when Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam migrated, the whole Medina Munawwara, they were anxiously waiting for Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. They were all anxiously ready to welcome Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And they all were wishing that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam come to my house, my house. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that my she-camel, I think Qaswa, she is being under divine instruction. Wherever she will stop, that is where I will arrive. And she stopped by the house of Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So he became host of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Sayyid Abul Hasan Ali Nadwi rahmatullah alayhi used to say that he became host for the host of the whole world. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he is the host of the whole world. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the mezban of the whole world. So he became mezban of the mezban alam. He became host for the host of the whole world, host of alam. That Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us some sight from his vision. We say that everybody has to make some effort. Everybody has to struggle. Everybody has to strive. Because this is the world of means. That's what we say. May Allah give us perspectives like Sahaba. Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed one ayat, La tulqu bi aydikum ila tahluka. Do not throw yourself to the destruction. Do not throw yourself to the destruction. So, there was one occasion, the crops were ready in Medina Munawwara. All the crops were ready. And call for the effort into the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being made. So, some of them, they thought that if we leave our crops, then it will be destroyed. It will be destroyed. So, first let us take care of that. And they recited, La tulqu bi aydikum ila tahluka. Do not throw yourself into the destruction. Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said that on this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala corrected us that no, first the effort of deen. Fulfill the requirement for the effort of deen. If you do not fulfill the requirement of the effort of the deen, then you are throwing yourself into the destruction. Then you are throwing yourself into the destruction. They were, I think, onto the war front, and it was appearing very intense. If you jump in, then you are going into the destruction. So someone recited this ayat that no, that is unbearable. We cannot go ahead. So Abu Ayyub Ansari, and they recited this ayat that you can't throw yourself into the destruction. So Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu anhu said, no, get your understanding right. We were going to pay attention to the requirement of the dunya. And if that dunya becomes destroyed, that is where we were thinking that no, you throwing yourself into the destruction. For that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala correct our perspective and said, go and fulfill the requirement of the deen. Otherwise you are destroying yourself. You are throwing yourself into the destruction. Now look at us, look at us. When it comes to the requirement of deen, we will be zero. We will adjust deen for the requirement of the dunya. And we will say that, no, this is the world of means. So you can't destroy intentionally. And your deen is being destroyed, who cares? Who cares? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us vision like Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala. That no, even it is very challenging, but you are meeting the requirement of the deen, go for it. If you don't meet, then you are throwing yourself into the destruction. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct understanding of Quran and Sunnah. So that is Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala. He became host of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I have said it many times. Hazrat Maulana Idris Kandalvi rahmatullah alayhi, he wrote one book, Sirat-e Mustafa, about the Sirat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He had mentioned that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't come to the house of Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not come to the house of Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala. Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala lived into the house of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And how? 600 years before, king of Tubba, reading prophecies into the previous books of Allah, he came to find out that where will be the last and final destination of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And all these signs are mentioned into the previous books. So following those signs, he arrived into Medina Munawwara with his whole caravan. And because he was a king, so he constructed house for everybody. And he constructed house for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam also. He constructed house for Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam also. And he wrote a very nice letter to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He wrote poetry and letter to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he said, here I am, at your khidmat, at your service, anxiously waiting for you. If you are going to arrive in my time, then you will find me anxiously waiting for you. And if I don't happen to be in your time, then I am one of your slave. I have brought iman onto your prophethood and messengership. That's why when ulama discuss that who brought iman onto Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then they mention king of Tubba who brought iman onto the risalat of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam 600 years before. And he had constructed that house for Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Somehow, through the chain of inheritance, it came into the possession of Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala. So, reality-wise, Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala lived into the house of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And apparently, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam became visitor, guest and mehman of Abu Ayyub Ansari radiallahu ta'ala, and he became host. So, you can say both ways, that Abu Ayyub hosted Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam hosted Abu Ayyub Ansari radiyallahu ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct understanding of Quran and Sunnah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawl, ya dhal jalali wal ikram, la ilaha illa ant, ظهر اللاجئين وجار المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب يا من عنده الكتاب اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين فاقبضنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندام ولا مفتونين اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب من يحبك وحب عمل يقربنا إلى حبك اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب حبيبك صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك.